Do you have any wants? Oh wait, should we introduce ourselves?
What?
Should we do that?
Queens of self-promotion. Sure. Yeah, I'm good with introducing yourself.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm here with my friend Tracy.
I'm here with my friend Amber. And I'm never awkward.
This is The Road to Tarvalin, and we're about to watch the trailer.
Or are we just going to be watching what
Here it
Amazon...
is. It's on Twitter. Share sound. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No. Look how beautiful she looks. I haven't even started anything yet. Oh my God.
I had the same. Tell her to stop. Tell her to stop being so damn beautiful.
Okay, are we ready? Wait, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I should maybe settle myself in my chair a bit more.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, action.
Swear your oath, Moiraine Sedai.
I swear to speak no word that is not true.
Oh my God!
To make no weapon with which one person may kill another. And never to use the one power as a weapon.
Do you know what Aes Sedai means in the old tongue? Servants of all. It is they who serve the world.
I didn't choose this path, but I will follow it.
Where next?
The two rivers. The old blood runs deep in those mountains. Let's hope it's prepared them for what's coming. The Dark One is waking. But there will be one who can stand against him. And it's one of the 5 of you.
You fully lost your mind.
Your life isn't going to be what you thought.
Moiraine.
What are those? His army is coming.
What can we do?
We protect the people we love. No matter the cost.
Oh my God, is that Poldaro? Top Knot!
Enemies are everywhere.
What?
They will leave no one
Oh my
standing.
God, the Whitecloaks look so awesome.
We've lost too many people already. I can't lose you.
You won't.
Oh, this looks so...
If we do not stop the Dark One now, the whole world will burn. I can't allow it. The wheel weaves as the wheel wills.
Do you think we'll ever go back?
Home? No.
Oh my God. I'm fine.
I might need a second.
Same.
Wow.
Wow. I have new tissues.
Do we want to watch it again?
I want to collect myself.
Yeah.
Unless maybe we should just roll into it while still emotional. Oh my God.
So much just happened. That was so much. So much. That was so much.
I feel as though there were these flashes of moments where you picked up moments from the book that just were pow, right in the heart. Holy.
We saw Moiraine being swearing her oaths, holding the oath rod, and it's so pretty. I have to, yeah.
Go. I'm
Okay.
good now. I'm good. I found a towel. I might need it. I'm just gonna use this.
Okay.
Swear your oath, Moiraine Sedai.
I swear to speak no word that is not true. To make no weapon with which one person may kill another. And never to use the One Power as a weapon.
Do you know what Aes Sedai means in the old tongue? Servants of all. It is they who serve the world.
I didn't choose this path, but I will follow it.
Where next?
The Two Rivers. The old blood runs deep in those mountains. Let's hope it's prepared them for what's coming. The Dark One is waking. But there will be one who can stand against him. And it's one of the five of you.
You fully lost your mind.
Your life isn't going to be what you thought.
Moiraine.
What are those?
His army is coming.
What can we do?
We protect the people we love. No matter the cost.
Our enemies are everywhere. They will leave no one standing.
We've lost too many people already. I can't lose you.
You won't. If we do not stop the Dark One now, the whole world will burn. I can't allow it. The wheel weaves as the wheel wills.
Do you think we'll ever go back?
Home? No.
I
My
need a
heart
second.
is just like,
I'm still not even sure, like, what all we're just looking at. Do we take it frame by frame? Do we...
there are definitely a few things that I'm like,
Right?
that is intense.
Look at how blue her eyes are. They've enhanced them.
Well, and I'm wondering,
Have you
like,
noticed that?
like if this
But-
is her for, like, would this be her like on her raising?
Yeah, she's wearing white. I mean,
Mhm.
my eyes are so watery.
It's okay. I still don't have my voice fully back yet. Like, I'm still sitting in that. So that's the oath rod then.
Oath rod. Yeah. And she's swearing the oaths. I swear to speak no word that is not true.
Is this swan though? Like just the edges of what you see off to the side.
Oh, you mean handing it to her?
Yeah. Do you see what I mean? Like this
It's
looks
that
like
gold
that she was
gown.
wearing earlier.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, it definitely, this feels
Yes.
like the oath rod, you know?
Yeah.
But
And too, the carvings, like the intricate carvings, look like the carvings in the architecture inside
the tower.
of the Hall of the Servants.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love how you can see, like, as that light is coming up over her hand, that it's going
weaves.
into it.
Yes.
Like you can see it lighting up as she's channeling into it. That's so cool.
Right. This is the flashback, I feel like,
Mhm,
in
mhm.
white. And then it almost looks too like they've enhanced it to make her look younger.
Yes. Yeah, I agree on that as well.
Maybe that's a flashback, and then this is current day.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, Swan is handing it back to her, like, remember your oaths or something. I'm sure, like, they're working it in because she's wearing blue here. So I would assume she's already chosen her Aja.
That's what I was thinking too. Like she's already in the color of her Aja.
If this is Swan, I don't know why.
Why the
If
oath
this
rod
is a
would be here
flashback,
now.
Yeah, like if this is a flashback, I don't know why it would appear that Swan is handing it off to her. Maybe it's not Swan, but that gold dress is a little like
It looks and this scene looks like the one that we've seen several times before already, with everyone set up in the tower. So
that jacket looks like something that we've seen Moiraine wear. I doubt that she's wearing the exact same jacket for 20 years. I mean, I don't know.
She just keeps pissing off one seamstress after another.
Oh, Moiraine Sedai, you're back. Same jacket as before. Okay.
Gotcha. I have one on backup. I love how they're showing the weaves. I love it.
I love how this ball of, it looks like air, like weaves of air.
Air spirit would be what I would think.
And the ball that she's holding, it almost looks like it's glass, but it's not. It's kind of like pulsating and like wobbling and bobbling a little bit, to where you can feel like there's air coming in and out of it. That's really cool. And then she's next to Alana and Leandrin. Yeah.
Cool. This part gives me chills. Seeing them like lined up to work together, it's almost a fighter stance that they're holding.
Oh yeah, look at that. Alana is like in a
almost like a hunched down, ready to tackle.
It reminds me of like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, where it's like choose your fighter, and then they're like, doing like yeah.
Someone please animate that for us.
Can we get like Tekken Aes Sedai style? Like, who would you choose? Nynaeve.
Always. Maybe Pavara. I just love how the weaves are being shown. And I've said that. I don't care. I was so worried. How are they going to show magic? How are they going to show it in a way that feels believable and natural and pulled towards the elements? And it looks like they did such a good job.
Yeah. And then this is, I think that's Stefan.
He's the double axe warder guy, right? Who is he warder to? Do we know that?
I think Kareen Nagashi.
Oh, okay. I like that they are bringing Kareen in because she's really only seen in New Spring. Yeah.
This is going to be our New Spring. Like, how much of New Spring can we work into this? Because I'm here for it.
I love that we get that. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, how cool to give him axes instead of a sword, too. Because I feel
I like that.
So do I. I feel as though the warders are kind of limited. Like, they're all a bunch of sword fighters, and that's great. But then Matt walks into the warder yard and is like, hey, what up? I got a quarterstaff.
Thank you. Yes. Like in Vikings, he has like face tattoos. That's why I didn't recognize him in the first trailer. But he's got like half of his head shaved in Vikings and like full tattoos and scars. And here he looks like very Jaime Lannister-esque. Like this kind of like waved hair.
My golden locks. Yeah. I love that.
Now we have this Fall of the Tower scene that I think we've picked apart pretty well, especially on the costumes episode.
I agree. Okay. So going from left all the way around to the right. Red, gray,
yellow, blue,
white,
brown.
Who is this here? Green. Thank you. That's what I needed.
Oh, she looks great.
I'm so glad that they kept...
Look at this, like, structured shoulders. Sorry, I'm going to go into costume mode again.
Well, this kind of is with, like,
leather
the
work.
But yes.
Yeah, the leather work looks like a saddle. Like the stitching on, like, a leather saddle. It's so cool.
Is that stitching, or are those, like, pieces of jewels or like metal work on there?
I think it's stitching.
Okay.
I just don't see Moiraine wearing a bejeweled.
It's Moiraine the Bedazzled edition.
Yes. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think she would have like some crystals or.
No, I'm sorry. Now I'm like, and this is why she's also a nightmare to the seamstress. I want jewels. All the jewels. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. I'm feeling a bit giddy and emotional around all of this.
Yeah, same. But the concern on her face.
Mm-hmm. She definitely looks like she's about to like walk into something she's not excited about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, typically she would show no emotion. So like even a hint of any emotion means
there's emotion.
Yeah. Oh, we have another actress wearing a headscarf here.
Nice. I do love seeing in their outfits. We come back to costumes all the time. I don't mind it.
Me either.
These various shades of blue behind them, these various cuts, even with kind of like it being blurred out, they're so distinctive and beautiful. It's so
just
pretty.
Really cool.
Like it makes me feel better about them, like the showrunners choosing to keep the Aes Sedai in their Aja colors.
The Aja colors.
Yeah, like I always liked that about the books. And like that white that's standing in the background.
Yes.
With how textured that is. I don't even care that it's plain white.
I love it.
It's beautiful. I would wear that too. And look at
it's blurred out. I can barely see it and I love it.
I would wear it blurred out. That's fine.
It looks like she's wearing long sleeves underneath it.
That's what I was just thinking too. Like I would wear this puffy sleeves over long.
These are the pants, Tracy. These are the balloon pants, I think. Do you know what I'm talking? The Stridicide? The scene here where she's riding her horse and she's saying, I didn't choose this path, but I will follow it. Can we just do
Aldi backwards a couple more times?
This is the Aldi beauty shot. That is one beautiful horse.
Sure is.
Okay. You know what? I take umbrage with this quote. I didn't choose this path, but I will follow it. You kind of did choose it, Moiraine.
She totally chose this path.
She definitely chose. This path was chosen by her.
I mean, once it was kind of
in New Spring. Do we need to add a bell every time we say it?
Ding! I would say the moment she heard Guitara's prophecy, she could have made other choices. Like, Tamara didn't choose her and Swan to be searchers. And I mean, we've talked about...
They chose it themselves. Like, they started that hunt themselves. Moiraine left the White Tower as soon as she possibly could so that she could go off and do this because she felt this was the most important thing that she could possibly do for the world. This was her calling.
Daniel Henney.
Daniel Henney, ladies and gentlemen.
Heck yeah, man. That image
it's
that
Henny
he had
yeah, look at the little touch of gray, maybe even.
I was just noticing that. I mean, I guess they maybe had to age him up a little bit. Maybe. I mean, how old is Daniel Henney in real life? Do we know?
I have no idea, and I don't care. He's
doesn't matter.
Moving on.
You're ageless.
You're right.
That has got to be the women's circle.
That's what I was just going to say. I bet this is the women's circle trekking up to the mountainside where Egwene makes the jump into
the wine
whatever river it is, if it is the wine spring. I'm assuming. But I mean, it's the wine spring.
I was
the wine spring flow into a river?
Connection from something else? I don't know.
Swirling, spinning, swirling. We have Egwene
and her hair's down.
Yes. So, okay. Yes, Tracy. So this is not women's circle business. This has to be her Tarvalin accepted test. We've got the boys. We've got Rand and this comfy sweatshirt again.
Comfy
These boys,
sweater.
this looks like a J. Crew catalog. And Matt and his hobo chic ensemble. I feel like they gave Matt his sleeves just like a bit too long so that they're always kind of like, his hands are almost always covered.
He always looks like a wayward child.
Yes, yes.
Guys, wait for me.
He's got kind of like an Ollie twist thing going on. Like, please, sir, like your clothes don't fit. You look a little haggard. Okay, we've got Trolloc on the dark horse with the skull.
Merrilin, right?
Merrilin, thank you.
Yeah. Although a Trolloc on there would have been uber interesting.
Hilarious. Can you imagine if it was a horse Trolloc on a horse?
All I can think of is Narg. Narg smart. Narg ride horse now. Walking for dummies.
And again, all of them riding through this crack in the wall, they all look haggard. Like, they do not look well rested. They look dirty. Egwene looks like she might have blood on her forehead.
Maybe a bruise?
Yeah, something. Just like it looks discolored.
And that scene looks like they're leaving from the two rivers just based on the structures around them.
Yeah, the way this next scene looks like, it definitely looks like the architecture inside the two rivers. So maybe this is immediately post Winter Night escape. Leaf takings. What do you think this is?
Well, I don't know, because the line underneath still says, but there will be one who can stand against him. And we get Egwene, Perrin, I think Nynaeve comes up next. Matt. And
it's one of the 5 of you?
Right. Okay, I'm
Excuse
sorry.
Me? Okay, so here we've got the destruction of Emond's Field. It looks like it is Moiraine, Lan, Matt, Perrin, Egwene, and Rand. I don't see Nynaeve. They're standing in a circle. Yep. There are dead bodies laid out everywhere.
This is gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
Like, I know I said I wanted to see Winter Night, like really see Winter Night. Seeing the aftermath of it is so much darker and more grim than it is in the books, because in the books you get to just kind of read past the dead bodies lying there. In a scene like this, they're all around you. They aren't leaving your mind or your eye frame anytime soon, which is
good point.
Gut-wrenching.
Good point.
They've done a really good job setting up emotional investment and trauma early on, and I think that's really smart.
This would really make you understand why the Emond's Field kids would be possibly not so excited about leaving.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, if their entire village looks like this, if people they love and care for have died.
How many bodies is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
all the ones you can't
11,
see back there.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, at least 17. I'm guessing it's probably closer to 18. So, yeah. And this is just one little section. Like, we can't see the whole shot. We don't know how many people have died. Plus, we don't know how many bodies are gone. Like,
you know what? I was actually just
Trollocs.
thinking that. Yeah.
And then we see Moiraine. What are those? And then we see all of these lights coming down the hill, like out of the mountains, which is a giant horde of Trollocs.
So we've already experienced one Trolloc attack, right? At this point?
Yes.
So
is
Moiraine going to be like scooping up everybody to get them out of there, and now they're going to pull the Trollocs away?
Oh, good question.
Because, I
Do you
mean, we've
think,
already
like,
done
she could...
like one
Yeah,
massive Trolloc attack on the two rivers. If she
what's
can,
she
like,
gonna do?
yeah, I mean, and that would be like a huge impetus to people who were not looking to leave, to be like, look, if you stay here, these guys are going to come kill everyone else that's left here. We got to go. They're looking for
Now,
you.
you.
We have to leave. And so at that point, I mean, that makes it even more dire than what we get in the books, because this is another wave of Trollocs coming and crashing down on Emond's Field while they are standing there watching it about to happen.
Yeah, Alex. And then we switch to this wooded scene where it's like a forest, and I'm assuming this is the army of the false dragon or the self-proclaimed dragon.
I thought they were Trollocs.
Is it? Oh, you're right.
Are
You're
they?
right. I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only reason why I was kind of looking out for it is I read over
the backward bent legs.
Yes.
They have like ostrich legs.
They have. I read over that GQ article and it mentioned that they use Kevlar.
These like Kevlar. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for those Trollocs. That's amazing.
Look at those calves. Well-turned calves. All of them.
10, 10, 10,
10. 10s across the board.
For the Trollocs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Coming
good
over
Trolloc.
here serving you that goat realness.
I was going to aim for something like that. You win.
I think Narg is just a wolf Trolloc with horns. I'm serious.
Dear Agenor.
Dear Agenor.
You are a shitty geneticist.
What the shit?
Wolves with horns? Come on, buddy. Rand does such a good job. He actually got his bow out. He actually got an arrow
He shoots
into the
Narg
Trolloc.
in the face.
Yeah. Like,
in the
that
head.
doesn't happen in the book. And I loved it. I loved it because we know that, like, one of the things that Rand feels really bad about in that moment is that he just left his dad when his dad told him to run. And in this one, Rand was like, no, father, I have a bow. That's not really what he said, but
like,
that was the vibe.
Ka-thunk.
Yeah.
Like,
he was
I
like
loved it.
instant, fully coolly collected, like he'd been doing this his whole life. Craziness.
Okay.
Oh, I love this.
Okay. So the next scene is Tam Althor opening the dragon mark blade, like pulling it out of the sheath, and then like facing down Narg. And he looks like he does not have, like, he's not playing. You know what I mean? Like,
Zero fucks given.
no, he doesn't even look scared. He doesn't even look scared.
He's in with the flame and the void. It's like sprung up like that around him. He's ready to fight.
Yeah. Look at Narg. Look at this.
This is so, I love the blood in the teeth.
Yes.
That's a
the
really
underbite,
good touch. Yeah.
the tusks.
Yep. And I mean,
He's
in
kind
a
of
way,
got like wild boar meets wolf meets goat.
well, and see, that's actually what I was just thinking is like almost muddling those animals together like this.
Yeah.
In a way makes it so that it's even more unnatural and disturbing. So
Yeah, like you can tell that it's animalistic, but
Yeah.
you can't even pick out what actual animal
exactly
they come
like,
from, because the snout, like, that's like very canine.
Mm-hmm. But I
The
can assure you,
teeth-
my dogs do not have teeth like that.
Yeah,
I'm
those are
thankful.
like, yeah, that is like pig, like wild boar, like snarly.
Yeah.
orc.
Flesh ripping teeth.
Yeah. And then he's got
You know what, though? Can you just
horns.
back up 1 second? Because
Mhm.
the eyes.
Oh,
So
wait.
everything about
There?
the Trolloc, yeah,
human.
they have human eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done,
Good
creep
call,
factor.
Tracy. Yeah.
Thanks, because I mean that is one of the things that gets repeatedly talked about is how like unsettling it is to see human eyes out of a
and
Trolloc face.
we got them wolf-eared Narg with the horns, with the fur.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Oh yes,
Oof.
yes. Okay. That's
Okay, yeah,
Rand.
so
that's
that's
Tam.
Tam.
That's Narg.
Oh,
Look
I
at
love this.
Okay.
Raw.
And he looks like he does not have, like, he's not playing. You know what I mean? Like, no, he doesn't
Get
even
it.
look scared. He doesn't even look scared.
He's in with the flame and the void. It's like sprung up like that around him. He's ready to fight.
Yeah. Look at Narg. Look at this.
This is so. I love the blood in the teeth.
Yes.
That's a
the
really
underbite,
good touch. Yeah.
The tusks.
Yep. And I mean,
he's
in
kind
a
of
way,
got like wild boar meets wolf meets goat.
Well, and see, that's actually what I was just thinking is like almost muddling those animals together like this.
Yeah.
In a way makes it so that it's even more unnatural and disturbing. So
yeah, like you can tell that it's animalistic, but you can't even pick out what actual animal
exactly
they come from, because the snout, like that's like very canine.
Mm-hmm. But I can assure you, my dogs do not have teeth like that.
Yeah, those are like, yeah, that is like pig, like wild boar, like snarly.
Yeah. Flesh ripping teeth.
Yeah. And then he's got,
you know what,
horns.
though? Can you just back up 1 second? Because the eyes. So everything about the Trolloc,
human.
They have human eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done,
Good
creep
call,
factor.
Tracy. Yeah.
Thanks, because I mean that is one of the things that gets repeatedly talked about is how like unsettling it is to see human eyes out of a Trolloc face.
When we were prepping for the Bubbles of Evil chapter, right before the peddler gets gotten, there is a scene where one of the Shan-Chen. Okay, I might be confusing this. It's either around Hinder's Tap or the peddler one. I might be mixing them up, but one of the Shan-Chen soldiers comes to Tuon with a bag with heads in it, and she says the heads were far too big, and she's like, they look like animals, and describing them. And then when she sees the eyes, she's like, what is this?
Okay, yes, I remember that now. Because that happens much later in the series, right?
Yeah. I love that this like Thakandar blade, this Trolloc weapon, it just looks so heavy. It looks so like cumbersome. And the Trolloc is just kind of like swinging it around. Like it weighs nothing. And then Tam is holding the heron-marked sword. Like it looks like he's like putting his all into it, really pushing up against, and his blade isn't breaking up against this giant, heavy, massive Trolloc weapon.
These notches in the blade, it makes me think of the sword breaker that Huron carries by having that notches in there. I would bet that that's there to break blades when someone's defending themselves. So the fact that Tam's... I'm just so observant today.
Yes, that would. I mean, if it wasn't power rot, that would break immediately.
Yeah. What is that? What is that?
Wait. Oh, that's Moiraine. That's Lan holding Moiraine. So do you think...
Didn't they say something in the Comic-Con panel about how they had to have a Moiraine dummy?
Yes,
like,
I bet that's
he had
the
to
dummy.
like carry her and like ride with her, and they did it with like a dummy instead because it just made it something.
Easier. We don't know.
But we don't know. Daniel Henney made it sound like it wasn't great. Didn't he say like you can't talk to a dummy? Dummy can't move itself around.
Dummy can't move.
That's me most days.
And Gwen looks great. I love this, her little tunic. I love the little, like, buttoned.
She looks... This is something that's really kind of fantastic about Madeline Madden as an actress, is she has, in certain moments, the ability to look very young. And in other moments, much older. Like, sometimes I look at her, I'm like, are you 15? And other times it's like, are you 30?
Okay, what do you think this scene is, though? Is that Nynaeve behind her? I would assume.
It does look like Nynaeve. But this is also, I mean, they're both wearing different outfits from the ones that we've been seeing.
Is this so possibly Faldara when they get new clothes from the lady
Amalisa? I mean, maybe yes, maybe no. This feels a little plain, but at the same time, like, Faldaran wardrobes aren't known for being particularly like excessive,
extravagant.
Yeah, they're fairly simple. So I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm just looking at whatever type of dungeon or keep they are in. And from what we have seen from Faldara, it wouldn't look like Tarvalin. You know what I mean? Like, it's darker.
Is her hair braided? The screen is really dark, so I can't tell if her hair is pulled back in a braid.
Okay, well this next... Okay. Here's
the
why
only reason why I'm asking is because I think it looks like the Wine Spring Inn.
Okay. True. Yeah, it could be, definitely. The only thing I thought maybe Faldara, because this next scene I'm assuming is Faldara.
My heart for Faldara,
right? Like this is the border of the Blight, right? Like, I don't think there's any question about it. It's a fortress, not a castle.
Do you think that they like included the pointy spikes in like the moat areas and things that they had in the book?
Well, it doesn't look like there even is a moat here.
There might be
like a dry moat. Like,
yeah,
that's
there could
be
be
a dry moat.
Because isn't that what they had, where they had like sharpened sticks or something like in the ground so that if like you could push them? I don't know. I'm not a defensive tactician of any kind.
And we can see in the background this man. I'm speechless. I can't even talk. The top knot, so good.
When I first saw that, I maybe like did a yay.
He is wearing these like very symmetrical, like high up shoulder pads, and it is feathered. Like their sigil, their flag is, I want to say a falcon or some predatory bird.
Yeah.
A hawk, possibly. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. So, like them incorporating feathers into the wardrobe. Aces.
Oh my god.
What?
Just that scene where they're burning someone. It's really...
It has to be the Whitecloaks, right?
And it looks like it's a yellow Aes Sedai.
Or a tinker.
Possibly that too. But just based off of like some of the outfits we've seen from... Oh my god.
That's Eamon Valda. He has blood on his hand, blood on his hand, blood on his hand. That's Eamon Valda. Is he whining and dining to burning a woman at the stake?
That's what it looks like.
Because this is what it looks like.
Look at the reflection in his mug, in his cup.
Yep, it is. He is watching a woman burning at the stake with a glass of wine and his lunch.
And food.
Yep.
Well, we can probably assume that the hate for Whitecloaks will start early. I'm okay with that. But honest to God, the scene is really upsetting to me. And like
So
thinking
what do you
about the woman who's being burned, like that is a
Okay,
terrible way to
okay.
die. What is on?
Is he wearing Aes Sedai rings on? Those are Aes Sedai rings he's wearing on his freaking belt, like
And he has
trophies.
blood on his hand. So do you think he like took the ring off or do you think he cut it off? Oh my God,
I
Amber,
I bet he cut it. I bet he cut it. There's still blood on the ring. So yes. I mean, yeah. Should we let's skip ahead.
it's really upsetting. I'm so sorry, but
So what we've got Lan in all white here? This is a
uh
funeral. This is a funeral.
she's wearing white.
They're all wearing white. I said I don't wear black to funerals.
What if this Bukama? Like she's not just feeling for him, she's feeling his emotions.
Yeah, if it was another, I mean, forgive me for saying, but if it was another random Aes Sedai, would we have this big of an emotional response from Lan?
Yeah. Probably not.
That's Nynaeve. Is
And
that
it looks
Nynaeve?
like she's wearing white too. It does look like
Yeah.
Nynaeve.
And that's
Alana.
Alana. So maybe this is just an Aes Sedai and a warder that died or something. Should I ask Discord? Why is Lan crying and screaming?
And does he need me to comfort him?
Does he need me to comfort him? Curly hair Rand, I've lost too many people already. I can't lose you. He has to be talking to Egwene, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'll bet that's at Faldara.
Who? Yeah.
That next little section,
Whitecloaks,
Perrin and
Egwene.
Egwene, and Whitecloaks. Oh my gosh, someone next to them is dead.
Is that a tinker? Look at those bright colors.
That looks like a tinker. Do you think they attacked the tinkers?
I bet they did. Because remember in The Great Hunt when Joachim Carradine is having the Shadow Pal social and he sees a tinker and he's like,
we can do with them
just
come the day.
Livid.
Yeah.
Like he hates tinkers.
Come across the tinkers without Elias, stay with the tinkers, and then are unfairly attacked by a bunch of rabid Whitecloaks.
Whitecloaks.
Like,
yeah.
Of course they're going to kill people. That's what Whitecloaks like to do.
Yep.
Sorry, my hate for the Whitecloaks has suddenly reached an all-time high. That scene with Ibn Valda and the burning Aes Sedai and then seeing the rings.
I hate them.
That was terrible. But I'm so glad it's there because I want to hate them and I want everyone else to hate them too. What was that?
Who is this? Someone hiding a dagger. What?
Tom.
Oh,
Look
that
at the
could be
cuffs.
Tom. Yeah.
Because remember when
That
we
could
were
be
talking
Tom.
about like the leather cuffs and kind of like the corridor. Oh my God.
The car of corn. The car of corn.
Quarter Caracon corn cobble something. This is my favorite coat of all time. It's made of so many things. Corduroy. Why am I struggling to speak?
Oh,
that's Egwene and Nynaeve, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh.
They're ducking from this pig face Trolloc. But that mouth.
Now, Amber, don't judge him. He has won several Mr. Trolloc of the Month contests.
The face only a mother could love. But I love that they're both like fast on their feet. Nynaeve Egwene ducking under the swipe of the Trolloc sword.
Oh!
And my girl, Egwene is fighting back. She looks like she's breaking a stick over his
Heck
head or his
yeah.
back. Yes.
That's
Yes,
so
Mama.
good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look how fierce she is. Yeah, I think, well, Nynaeve is here.
Perrin. Okay, we've got the Waygate. We've got Perrin, Rand, Nynaeve.
Wait, Rand is
Matt.
here in the center.
Oh, wait.
This is
Wait.
Loyal?
Curly hair Loyal? Yeah. He looks too short. I mean,
well,
he
if
looks
you
shorter
if you
than
look
Perrin,
at it,
but
he's kind of like hunching down and almost starting to straighten up as the shot comes through.
maybe Loyal isn't tall.
Maybe he's just like slightly taller than.
Yeah, maybe the Ogier aren't giant in the show. I mean, that would save on like CGI and whatnot.
And prosthetics
Okay.
and training
Yeah.
people to be able to move in a costume
And-
like that.
And finding giant horses that he
Right.
can ride on.
Oh, that's a really
So-
good point too. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Is
Tom.
that Tom?
That's Tom fighting.
Ooh, a murder.
fade? Yes. Yes. Tom Drill Merrilin. I bet that was okay. Should I go back to the sleeve?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the cuff of the sleeve. It's a lighter color than the jacket, possibly gray, possibly
Definitely
silver.
is like a different material from the
Yeah.
coat though.
Now let's go back to
Yeah.
I bet that's Tom.
I'm gonna
I bet
say
you're
it
right.
is. I'm just going
Yeah.
with it because of the dagger. But I
Yep.
mean, what kind of daggers does he have that he's battling a fade with them?
Power rot, mama.
Oh, that's right. Wow. This.
Oh, here we've got Moiraine, Winter Night, throwing balls of fire. And I remember in an interview, she was like, I just want my kids to see like mommy throwing fireballs or something like
That's
that.
awesome. I would want that too.
Ooh,
Oh my
look at
God,
this
look at that
Trolloc.
Trolloc.
Does he have feathers?
Yes.
He has feathers.
I think he has a beak too. Look.
Yeah, he does. So we are getting, he also has horns. Okay, Logain and what? Excuse me, is his cage is melting.
He blew his top, literally. Look at that. What? What?
Okay.
Okay, wait. Those are the 3 stars, right?
Stars of Gillidan.
Yeah.
Yes. So this scene is a Gillidan soldier trying to stab Logain. Yeah, Logain, he's not even moving. He's just like, what you gonna do with that stupid little dagger?
Right.
Nothing. Very cool.
Hello there.
Faldara, you've done it again. I don't care about this entire trailer. I'm here for the top knots.
Ooh.
Look how cool they look. They have automatic
Crossbows.
crossbows, right?
It looks like it. Possibly a crank at the very least.
Yeah.
Man, that armor
Ooh.
is good. Look at that armor.
They are looking fierce.
Well, and I
this
mean,
is good.
The detail to this is seriously incredible because if you look underneath the armor,
The chainmail.
it looks like it's almost a combination of chainmail and heavy padding together, which I mean was
Yeah.
actually very common to go along with these things. Like once you densely pack together wool and fabric, it provides a really good deflective surface underneath your
Cushion.
armor. Yeah. So this almost looks like someone was like, I'm just going to put them together. Magic.
And it looks like I am seeing people from different places, but from a similar culture.
Yep.
Like the hairstyle is the
It's
same.
their hairstyle,
The
their
armor is the same.
Yep. That defines
I
them.
love it.
I actually
I
just
love it.
noticed when we were talking, the top of his shoulder thing on his armor almost looks feather-like.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Doesn't it?
You're right. The pattern, it looks like they have kind of like hammered a pattern of feathers into the Valdaran armor. Very cool, Tracy.
Oh my god, Amber, if it
Wow.
takes us this long to cover a 2-minute trailer, what are we gonna do with the show?
What are we gonna do? Because the first 3 episodes all come together.
So are we spending that whole weekend together?
I guess so. I mean, what is
I'll say
what is
goodbye to
life?
I'll go get myself a hotel room. Oh my god, it's new spring again. It's new spring again. The Aiel.
Tell me.
Go to the next scene. Go to the next scene. I was trying to figure out, why are the Aiel where there is snow? When do the Aiel show
Dragon
up?
Mount?
Yes!
But in the other trailer, we see the Aiel in a cage and Matt looking at them. Is it possible that this is a flashback and then we get more Aiel?
I'm
Because this
almost
is like an
betting
actual
that.
battle.
Yeah.
This is a battle.
But the only time that I can think of in the series where there's snow, oh my god, look at that!
Look, he is like flying through the air. Okay, like, excuse me,
That
but
Aiel
like,
is
okay,
like,
we've
your armor.
we've got the Valdaran soldiers looking awesome, and then like the Aiel, and like I don't even have any words.
Well, I think Lan mentions that they have soldiers from various different nationalities. Like I feel as though
making
one
up
of
battalions.
I feel like a Tyrion approaches their camp.
That would be awesome.
Are we gonna see Tam finding Rand on the slopes of Dragonmount?
Chills.
I want to read New Spring again.
Yeah, so do I. I just this like superhero action shot of this Aiel flying through the air and just like
grabbing him,
dragging someone in full armor. Like they are nothing.
The thing about this that is like just hitting me so hard is thinking about where we were in the Great Hunt.
Look how bloody they are.
Yes.
Look, they are covered
So
in
is it
blood.
Ingtar who's like, wish I had soldiers as hard as the Aiel, half as hard. And Matt's like, you gotta be crazy. And Ingtar's like, no, I'm not.
No,
I'm sorry. Apparently Aiel can throw men in armor, full armor.
and fly.
And just
They can fly.
leap. I'm betting it's some sort of like jump kick, almost martial arts style form here, where they're using
You
like
don't think
their
he's on
body
a trampoline? Like,
well, I mean, maybe where we can. they said how trampolines were the
bouncy, bouncy. Oh, such a good time. Bouncy, bouncy. Shoes all in a line. Logain walking. Rand shooting a bow.
And
Probably
crying.
at Narg's fat face. This Hall of the Tower shot that we got, and Moiraine saying the wheel weaves of his.
It's so hard to say. It's okay.
I'm getting tired. Yeah.
Oh my
Karen
god! Oh my
asking
god! Oh my
Wayne,
god!
do you think we'll ever go back? And she says, what does she say, Tracy?
No, she says no.
Nope. We've got horde of Trollocs. We've got Matt looking scared.
Terrified.
This shot is in the Two Rivers because I remember seeing this ladder.
Okay. That makes sense too.
We have Lan.
Did you see the spit coming out of his mouth?
I'll dab it off of his lip.
Come here, Daniel. Let me just.
Yeah, I'll be the part of the crew, like, spittle. Someone, towel. We have spittle. Oh.
What's that?
I don't know. Tracy, are these the women of Emmons Field stabbing a Trolloc on the ground with farming tools? Because that's what it looks like to me.
Exactly what it looks like.
I see a whole lot of braids.
Right. There's like hay over here to the side and a ladder. So good.
To quote Josh from Black Tower podcast, the women of Emmons Field have more spine than any Whitecloak ever.
Because it's so true.
All right. I think we gotta
And
wrap
I
it up.
die.